Hello, my name is Mr. Fallen, and I am the instructor for this online intermediate algebra course. And I just wanted to make a quick video to tell you guys how to get started with the course and kind of how it's set up. So what you see on the screen right now is the home page for our course that is on Canvas. So at the moment, Dodge City Community College has two different online management systems. And one of them is MyDC3 Web, and the other one is Canvas, is what we're calling it, which is the name of the software. And so for our online courses, we are conducting those completely through Canvas. So to get to this page, what you'll have to do to get to Canvas, the way I get to it is I go to MyDC3 Web and I log in, and then you'll see a link for the Canvas page, and then you have to click on that and log into that. So I know it seems like a lot of logging into different things, but so when you get there, you should see on your dashboard this course, if you're enrolled in this course, Math 102 Intermediate Algebra. And when you click on that, this is where it would take you to this homepage here. To get started with the course, I would highly recommend that you go through the introductory module, which you can start in a few different ways. You can start by just kind of clicking here on the syllabus, and that'll drop you into that introduction module. Another way you could start the process is to click over here on this link that says modules. So if you click on that, the view that you have as a student might be slightly different than the view that you see here. So for me, this is constructing the modules, but I imagine probably if you clicked on modules, it should give you the option of clicking. Hopefully you can click on just that link there, and it'll drop you into that first module, which I missed the name of. Let's see, introduction module. Okay, that's what it's called. So hopefully there's some link you can click on that takes you to that. So let me know if it's not clear when you go to modules. And I would read through this introduction module. So it kind of explains how the course is set up. So just some quick highlights here. It is important that you introduce yourself in the student introduction thread. That's kind of how I know that your intention of participating in the course. We have to certify the students that are actually in the class, and the way we do that with face-to-face classes is if you show up to class, you're certified. That means even if you show up once, it means you had the intent of taking that class, and so we can certify you staying in the class. The way we do that for online courses is through a participation assignment or a introductory assignment like this. So by introducing yourself in this thread, it indicates your intention to be a part of this course so that you don't get dropped from it when we have to certify the rosters. A big part of this course is going to involve using Math Excel, so you can get the Math Excel information you need here to get access to the course on Math Excel. So there's two different places you're really going to want to visit as part of this course. One is Canvas, the other one is Math Excel. So you'll be spending a lot of time, more time in Math Excel, but some time on Canvas website as well. I am a big proponent of having exams proctored just to maintain the integrity of the course. So you'll need to select a proctor. If you're in the Dodge City area, you should just use the facilities that we have on the campus here in Dodge City. We have the testing center, we have the ASC, and we have a math lab. And you can go to any of those three places to take your exam. The exams are password protected, so you'll need to go somewhere where somebody actually has the password to enable you to take the test. So those would be three places you could go. If you are outside of the Dodge City area, then you will need to find somebody as a suitable proctor for your exams. People will often go to the library, and they usually will provide that service. So if you have a local library, check there to see if somebody there would be able to proctor the exams for you, and then get me their information, preferably an email address. You cannot use somebody that you are personal friends with or that would be a family member to you. So find somebody that's objective that you don't personally know, and if you're not sure, just ask me and I will let you know if the person you've selected is acceptable as a proctor. And then module 1 is just where you get started on the math, but let's go through this introductory module first. So then you click next, and I need to fill out this page. I apologize. I thought I had something about myself on here, but maybe I put that in the discussion thread instead. This is something provided by the school, so I did not construct this particular page, but you should look through it. And And here's where you can look at the syllabus. You can introduce yourself with the introduction. I'm sorry, I don't know why this is here actually. That's kind of weird. But please introduce yourself. I better not show personal information here, but if you're in this class, you can view the other students' introductions when you introduce yourself. So here's where you would do the introduction. It's also highlighted here. We could also have accessed it from the home page. You could have just jumped right to this if you wanted to. And I don't know how to go any further forward without showing other people's posts. So I'll stop there, but if you keep going next, it'll take you to the selecting a proctor. So we were just on the introduction. Once you introduce yourself there, at the bottom, hopefully there's another next button to take you to the last part of this introduction module, which is selecting a proctor, and it would take you to this. And I've set it up as a quiz. I don't know if that's the best way to do it, but I'm trying it this semester. We'll see how it goes. So you just kind of go through this as a quiz. I do plan on having other quizzes in this course, so this will be a good introduction to the way the quizzes are formatted. Let me think. So again, you won't see these buttons up here, but you should have some way. I guess here you probably say take the quiz. Mine says preview, but yours might say take the quiz or something like that. So let's go ahead and look and see what that's going to look like. So as I already mentioned, these are the three choices you have if you live in the Dodge City area. If you live outside the area, then you'll need to find somebody else to do it. And so the question number one is asking, who do you plan to use as a proctor? Is it one of these three places on campus? Because I kind of like to know specifically which one you plan to go to, so I can make sure to notify them of the password for the exams as they come up. If you're not in the area, you should select other. So if you're outside the area, select other. And then in question two, if you selected other, this is where you would let me know who specifically you would like to use as a proctor. So if you could put their name, who they are, as far as like profession-wise, if they're a librarian, if they're another school teacher, their email address, and if you want to give me their phone number, that would be fine as well, but especially email would be helpful. And put that information here, and then submit the quiz, and you'll get credit for taking this quiz, and that way I can have your information about who you want as a proctor. So that's what you really need to do to get started with this course. Once you have those things out of the way, if you would, go ahead and start on Module 1 once you get Math Excel set up. Again, if you go through the modules, this is just going to tell you basically go to Math Excel and do the first three homework assignments. These will be due at the end of the first full week of class, which if it's the spring 2018 semester, that would be this week on January 19th. So you want to make sure you get them done before the end of the week. If you need more time on it because you had a little bit of a delay in getting set up with Math Excel or whatever, just send me an email. I'd be happy to give you a little bit more time. And so that'll be the first half of Chapter 1. The second half of Chapter 1 is going to be due next week on Friday. And then the test will be due a few days after that. So I think I have the test due on the Tuesday following that. So you have some time to study after finishing the chapter before you have to actually take the test. If you see any references to discussion threads, that's something I tried last year, and I wasn't really happy with how those turned out. So I've removed those from the assignments, but I don't know if I removed it from references in the modules. So if you go through the modules and it says something about doing a discussion, don't worry about those at this point. I've taken those out. The only discussion you need to do is the introduction thread where you introduce yourself. So sorry, this video took a little bit longer than I was expecting, but hopefully gives you enough information about how to get started. If you have any questions, please send me an email at dfallin, that's DFAULLIN, at dc3.edu, and let me know if you have any questions, and I will get back to you.